Alright, welcome back to Slightly More Milk, where I turn my dreams into memes.
Let's go with it. Alright, well, Dom, as a guest, you can just leave now. You said.
Alright, cool.
Your piece of the puzzle is already in place.
Yeah, alright, dude.
Everybody knows who you are and what you do.
That's right. For those of you who don't, it's Dom. He's here.
You know him, you love him, it's Dom.
It's the third D, in the third D of the Forbidden One.
So now it's triple D and a T.
Oh, yeah.
Triple DT.
You sound a little bit too excited about it.
Oh, yeah, let's really get into that.
Oh, fuck.
Let's explore that topic.
Let's not.
Maybe not.
That topic.
The topic.
I'm glad we're having fun here. What a fun time we have down here.
Yeah.
This basement.
God, I hate this place.
I mean, I'm pretty much ready to leave at this point.
Yeah, I'm
head out.
I'm not even, I'm here, but I'm not.
Dom's tired, he has to get home.
Wait, when did you go to sleep last night?
This morning?
Oh, that sort of
Yeah, I went
deal.
to bed at 3 this
I did
morning.
too.
But I also woke up at 9:30 because I'm not a piece of shit like Derek.
Well, I tried, and I got up at 11:30.
I went to bed at 8:30 a.m.
Wow.
Oh, you're working 2 night shifts in a row.
This is the third one.
Did you go home and sleep?
Yeah, I got 3 hours today.
There you go.
I'm really sorry that I picked you up early then.
I got 2 hours yesterday, so we're crushing 5 hours for 3 days.
I couldn't function off that.
No, you probably couldn't.
I get 8 hours of sleep a day. I'm so tired.
I mean, nothing like healthcare workers with 5 hours of sleep. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, they're
only in control of lives.
They're registered to save your life. Very tired.
You want to know how bored I've been without working?
Yo, I'm you keep telling me oh, I can't go out, I have work. And I'm I don't actually have work.
Well, they call me at 11 saying,
Oh,
you should
really?
be here at 11:30.
That's annoying.
So yeah, I'll call my mom and be like, please, is there anything that you want to do for chores in the house? Let me do them. Let me do something.
You don't have to pay me. I want to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm serious. And she's like, well, I was going to mow the lawn. I'm like, I'll do it.
Wait, what have you been doing when you're not working? You've been playing Persona 5, right?
You know what he's been doing.
Okay, it reminds me so much of Persona...
Beating the fuck out of his meat.
No, for real though, when I'm bored, it's 3 times a day, dude.
Oh!
That's an obligation, dude. You
Yeah.
don't enjoy
And
that.
It's routine.
I don't do it for enjoyment. I have all this free time. I could beat my meat, so why wouldn't I beat my meat?
We just brought it full circle. That's the first thing we ever talked about on the podcast.
All right, podcast over. Good job. This is done.
Let's jump into the Amazon sex position.
That's the returning bit now.
Have you heard of that, though?
No, what?
Amazon sex
We're going to
position?
talk about it for the 3rd episode in a row.
Are you really
joking?
Okay.
Okay.
A dude lays down.
Just
Okay.
feel free to
His
skip 30 seconds.
His
in.
legs are up, penis is down, and the girl mounts you and starts humping you on your penis. Only way Derek can get off now.
You were not supposed to tell anybody that.
Do not tell anybody.
I told you that in faith.
So I want to get the somber part of the podcast out of the way, but I feel like there should be recognition about it. Carl Stefansson, I think, is the guy who played Robbie Rotten, died today.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Oh.
Which is, he beat cancer.
And then didn't beat cancer.
Yeah.
And then cancer came back with a sweet uppercut.
You know what sucks? If you beat cancer and then you get in a random car accident and die right after.
Right,
Could
so
you
it's
picture
what's
that?
the point? But
Died of food
Everybody-
poisoning.
Why do we
Everybody
even
feels
try?
like-
Why don't we all just stay in bed every day? Fuck it.
well, I've started doing
Wait,
that.
that's why we don't.
Started doing that. It really takes a mental toll on you.
I was going to say, I don't know.
You have to get up to pee sometimes. It's just
Or you can
annoying.
just sit in it.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, bathe in it, dude. In your soil.
I have to get up and go to my crying corner.
Yeah.
No, dude, I'm a
Well,
nurse.
the crying corner needs
Urine is
cleaning
great.
too. So you have to maintain
There's
one's
semen
crying corner.
everywhere in the crying corner.
It's a weird hybrid between crying.
Don't
and
take a
using-
black light anywhere near this.
I've been so sad recently, I can only come when I cry now.
Oh. It's a
That's
really.
such a horrifying mental image for both
Yeah.
you and your future potential sexual partners, if any. Just want to let you know.
I don't need to always come.
All right, just keep punching me right in the face. Just come on, you gotta get a tear.
Pain. It's sensitive.
No,
like
no,
Danny
like-
Sexbang.
I want you to just break me down emotionally. That way I can just really get off. Just really just.
Ready?
Call me
You're gonna
names.
stand. I'm gonna be in
That's my
that corner.
thing.
Just
Step
keep
on my
berating me.
earlobes.
That's my
Whoa.
thing. That's my thing. Calling me names like, oh fuck yeah. talk about how ugly I am. You're giving me such a boner.
Talking about how I don't give you enough space.
Oh, I don't listen to you.
All right, so that's enough for this bit.
Yeah,
That's gross.
no, we're sad.
Yeah, enough about coming.
Thanks, Ty.
Really always.
I always bring it
Top of
back.
the
Yes,
circle.
yeah, somehow.
What do you think is the most least attractive thing someone can do?
That.
Physically, or Thanks.
Physically, it's like their face if they're ugly, but like I mean like.
Like a personality trait, or like
Yeah,
something you
sure.
do at a restaurant to the waiter.
Oh yeah, I can't date someone that's a piece of shit to a waiter. They can't.
But like, what category?
Yeah, are you talking?
Physical trait.
I don't want to start like judging people.
No,
like,
like a trait, like something about them. That
Oh, okay.
A weird
would be a
quirk
deal
that they
breaker.
have?
Not a weird.
Not even just me.
Yo, when you see someone has a tick, how often do you make fun of them?
that reminds me of like, but when I'm like, my girlfriend used to do this thing where she'd like dress up, get ready in her clothes and just be a fucking bitch all the time.
She dresses up like herself and is a bitch.
Yeah. Oh, I hated when she did that.
Yeah, I would probably just say like being an asshole for absolutely no
mean-
reason. Like at a restaurant, like if they just berate a waiter. or
Mine's
something.
clingy.
Like I went on a few
What?
dates with this one girl. Who was
Okay.
like, she's really beautiful. Like, but like the first date went really well. Like, it was just general conversation. Then like the second date, like she started just talking about like her coworkers a little bit, but like in a negative manner. And then in the third day, she literally spent the entire time just
Telling you how she's gonna kill her coworker.
no, how like they're just the worst people, and like all the things that she was telling me was like they were just doing normal things. It sounds like she's just a bitch.
Yeah,
Like,
if-
she's just a straight asshole.
If everyone at your job is the asshole, if everyone is, you're the
You're
asshole.
I know, and I was
asshole.
like, and I was just like, wow, you are terrible.
Yeah.
I just don't want to be anywhere near you anymore.
Man,
It's like,
So,
she
you
might
guys
be-
planned your wedding yet, or is that still
Oh no, baby,
Oh, on the way. Jebediah.
Jebediah,
Baby Jeff.
baby Jebba Jim Jam. They're on the
No,
way.
it sounds like
Maybe
the type
Jeffrey
of
Dillon.
person that like whenever they think having a casual conversation or starting up conversation is just throwing something negative out there. Like, oh, let's make conversation. Oh, how about I hate doing this and I hate this about people.
Yeah,
like,
like-
that's not. Can we talk
Thanks.
about
Negativity to somebody you just met.
Yeah. No, clinginess is a big one for me. I don't like clingy.
For me, it's not recycling. I went on a date with a girl and she threw a coffee cup in the compost, so I fucking left on the spot.
I can see.
I'm totally fucking.
No, but what if you went on a date with a girl and she's like eating McDonald's, like on my home? She's like a whole bag after, and she just throws it out the window while you're driving. Would that be a deal breaker? She's like, "Wow, that was good." It's went out the window.
That's a tough question because it's the mentality of wasting food versus the abhorrently low quality of food that McGee's is that it doesn't matter if you throw it out.
No. She didn't eat she ate all the food, took all the stuff,
trash.
put it back
Oh,
in the
threw the
bag,
trash
and then,
on the
then she's like, and then she's like taking
on the highway, like,
and then she's taking a drink. She's like, "Wow, that drink was really good." Out the window.
like throws it up so it lands in the car behind her. Like,
Fuck it.
texting.
What would you do though if they just threw all their trash out the window?
I think it would just be like a dumbfounded like smile, like, am I in a dream? Like, are you throwing a whole bag of trash out the window? Because can you imagine, like,
She gets like a new stereo set. She's like, "Oh, this thing's so cool." Opening your car, takes the box, throws it out the window. The styrofoam holding the stereo, takes it out, throws it out. Oh, I don't need the manual. Throw it out the window.
can you imagine driving behind a car that was like, for the most part, when you were trailing it, pretty peaceful, and then an exploding bag of trash comes flying out the driver's side window and rains on the highway.
You're driving with her, like, "Oh, sorry, I gotta do a few errands. I gotta take out the trash." The trash bag in the back of the car. Just throw it out the window while she's driving. I hate going to the dump.
You don't even like open the window. You just like open your door. You're just like, let's get out of here.
On the
Get out of
highway?
here.
I like to be.
Knife open the trash bag.
She's like,
I like to reuse the bag. It's really helpful.
I'm really for nature. I think reusing bags is really good. Opens the bag and throws all the trash out the window. I just love reusing my recycling bags.
She knifes open the bag and hands you a needle and thread while she's driving.
Yeah.
Here, stitch this up. I need to use it tomorrow. It's full of stitch marks.
I have to reuse needles. I don't want to add too much trash.
I always wash my needles before I reuse them, so don't worry about that.
I heat them up. With
I love
water.
reusable trash
Tom
bags.
doesn't like needles.
No, it's just reusing needles is so.
She's like, "I have type 1 diabetes. Let me just sterilize this. Takes a little lighter and puts it to the needle and puts it in her stomach. Ooh, that burn feels good.
Oh.
I think
Welcome to Slightly More Milk. Let's get into it.
Today we're gonna talk about health and why reusing needles is the best life choice.
This is
you
why
can
we
make.
Have Dr. Professor Nurse Dom on the podcast.
Hi.
yeah, you got
PhD.
all your registered nurse stuff out. Registered nerf war. You
Yeah,
got all your registered nerf stuff.
I'm
out
a registered Nerf gun.
Yeah. It's crazy. He shoots it straight out his
I
mouth.
stick my fingers out and out come Nerf bullets.
Wasn't that an old Dane Cook bit? No, that was spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
It sounds like
Spaghetti.
shitting superpowers.
Who was I talking? Yeah, who was it? I was listening to the Oni Plays episode. I can't remember the name, but he was like talking about how he heard. He was talking about how he heard.
How are you single?
He was talking about how he heard a shitty, like, Dane Cook impersonator, and he thought it was him because the jokes were so bad and the delivery was, like, so... It mimicked his style so well. And then he's like, oh, it's not actually him.
Oh.
Like, he can't be that bad.
Yeah, can I tell you what I've been doing, though? On my free time?
No. Moving on. Dom, what have you been doing?
We don't want to get back on that topic.
I don't
No.
care.
Dial, tell me what you've been doing.
So many cop videos. Just watching
Cock
cops.
videos?
Cops.
Cock.
Oh, cops!
No, like dick, like penis.
No,
That's
like
definitely my
rooster
guilty
fighting.
pleasure. I could watch cops over and over again forever and
I
just
don't
watch
like
people get in
watching-
trouble. It's
Really?
just yeah,
That's
because
so
I
close
don't
to you?
I don't live that life. Like I want to see a
No,
guy
yeah,
like
you don't. I'm planning a heist next weekend. You in or you're
Yeah.
out?
We have the clown masks ready.
Ooh.
what's
I have
behind the
nothing
mask.
fault. I'm sorry.
I don't believe.
Can I be
Okay.
it? I want to
Doesn't
be
kill
it.
you makes you stranger.
You have
Can I
three
be
masks.
it? I want to be it. The clown from it.
Have you been playing Payday with these chumps?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't
I want
play.
to. I should have picked
Hey,
that up.
Georgie.
I was out.
It's
you,
a
Georgie.
good time killer. That's all it is.
I think I played the
wanna
original on like Xbox for half an hour.
Yeah.
And I didn't get into like the strategy of everything. Cause it seems like that you actually have to like plan shit before
There
you
are
go in.
there are some missions where
See,
you have to do
it's
that.
like Siege.
I
Kind of.
really
Yeah.
just didn't think the game was that fun.
It's a time killer.
Yeah,
That's
it
what
is.
I see it
Yeah.
as.
But like, that's such a weird way to describe like a video game. Though. It's like, it's a way to kill time. Isn't that literally what like every single fucking video game?
Yes,
is?
but it's
you can do something else too.
Yeah.
It's like read a book.
Have you ever thought about like what happens?
This is
if I
coming to a
took-
guy who has 300 hours in Clicker Hero.
So-
Have you ever like thought about like what happens if I took all my hours of video games and put like learning guitar, piano, or like learning
any other.
Yeah,
Or
I,
just doing
I
something
try
that
not to
actually-
do it very frequently
I try not
because
to go to that
it
place.
kind of puts me in this weird place, you know?
Like, I could know guitar so fucking well if I spent like 5,000 hours of learning from just playing video games.
Yep.
Look, if we could like count the amount of hours I've spent thinking about doing productive things and like actually turn it into talent, I'd be amazing.
Post this entire podcast to the Get Motivated subreddit.
Yeah. Let me tell you, I've hung my computer out my window multiple times. I'm like, no,
Not
never
today,
mind.
old friend.
No, I still like you.
I
And I
still
put
need
them
to
back
keep you
up.
around. Have you really done that, or are you kidding?
No.
Oh. I kind of wish that was true. Because you know why? Quick side story. When I was younger, we lived in Southampton, and we had a house that had a porch that was like 25 feet in the air, like really high off the ground.
Yeah.
Because the ground
So
was
you jumped
down
off
behind the house. No, so
Hey, don't make those
my
jokes.
little brother
Take
was
that
like
seriously.
4,
Uh-huh.
6, and we had an old DOS box, and he pressed the power button to the DOS box a dozen times in a row, and like on, off,
Yeah.
and fucking
Broke.
killed the computer.
Yeah.
Harry came in, and my dad came in, he grabbed the computer, he goes, fuck, and threw it off the fucking porch, and it shattered into a million pieces on the
I
ground.
can still
I've-
see your dad doing that.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
I've done that
So
to
funny.
like pieces, like just broken pieces of crap, and I'm like, well, we don't need this anymore. I just
Yeah, but
throw
this
it.
is like extreme display of dominance and like destruction.
No, I don't do that.
For
I
real,
don't throw
though.
controllers either.
Oh my god, I've gone
Yeah,
through
you've
so
broken
many
a fair
goddamn
few.
controllers. I've destroyed an Elite controller before.
Tyler,
An elite controller?
Yeah, the
for-
$150 ones. I've destroyed one of those before.
That sounds like recently then, right?
Yeah, it was
Sounds
like,
like
that-
you go
that's
see
fun.
it was like 2
someone,
years ago. Yeah,
Xbox One?
yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 was not fun.
Tyler, you can see me get nervous if like we have a whole bunch of people here playing the PlayStation, and it's like, all right, pass it off, and somebody tosses it. I'm like, don't do that. Like,
Yeah, but
10
they're sturdy enough to toss.
No, I just
No, I know, but I just don't like the idea.
yeah.
I'm like, don't do that.
I
I
just
paid for
fucking-
that. That's mine.
I just fucking hate it because I'd be like, be pissed and destroy a controller. I'd be like, I gotta spend $65. This is my thing. I'm an adult. I can deal with my consequences immediately. Like,
I just gotta take care of my shit.
this is my
man.
only controller. If I want to play this game, I gotta buy a controller now.
Why am I so angry?
But there was a time though where I was like,
Why are you so angry?
it was actually recently. I was done with video games. So I went on my Xbox and deleted every single game off my Xbox. Everything.
Ah.
Yeah, everything.
Wow.
And I took the controller and I gave it to my brother, and I just used the media thing on my phone, so I couldn't play video games.
No
Wow.
shit.
Just because I didn't want to do it anymore. I was bored.
I
of it.
guess that's a good way if you need to stop.
I needed to take a break because I was just getting so bored, and like I would buy a game, spend $60, play it for like 6 hours, then never fucking touch it. And that's such a waste of $60.
Yeah.
Dude, sometimes I feel like
Yeah,
I have
you
a problem.
got
'cause
an hour for every $10.
like there's been like a shitload of thunderstorms like near
Yeah.
my house. My house has been
Yeah,
struck
it's
by
been
lightning
wild.
like 5 times. So like whenever there's a storm, I shut my shit off. And
You should just kill yourself. God's trying to kill you. Just let it happen.
honestly, I
Destiny.
think about it every day. But
Dom, just move everything into the hospital and you're set. You'll be like, I'm gonna just live in this room.
You're like, Mrs. Smith, I know you're turning can I just like post up in here and put up my rad tower?
dude, you want to play some Rocket League with me, dude?
I can teach you how to play CSGO.
Yeah.
Monster,
You got any
Monster Hunter's
V-Bucks on
new.
you?
no, but like really though, like all the thunderstorms, like whenever it happens,
I'm gonna
like,
stream. You can. Be
I'll like
on the-
I'll shut my shit off, and then I'll I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Now what am I gonna do? And then I like go draw, and I'm like, well, I really love drawing. Like, why don't I do this more? Why don't I do other things? And I'm just like, I've got a crippling addiction, dude. Like,
that's what it boils down to,
really
right?
what
It's
it is.
fucking awful.
But like, this is not meth. I'm just saying. It's not drugs.
I mean, I prefer meth. No,
Well, like,
to Dota 2?
They're one and the same.
I don't want to think about that.
like that's how my parents. Like, well, at least you're not out doing drugs or whatever. So I guess this is fine.
Well, I'm also doing a lot of drugs.
Yeah.
Can we please go back to that though? Streaming when you're with a patient, like, all right, oh yeah, oh $50 donation, I can just slap the patient. Oh, okay, guys, $50 donation, we made it. I can just slap him. $100 donation, I can just shit on him.
the life supply.
I could like if anyone ever tried that, I can just see their fucking license just like evaporating. Just
like as it happens.
Yeah.
Thanks, King of Spades 250 for the donation. What do you want me to do? Hit him? You got it.
I'm gonna fucking like hear my phone ring and they're like, "Hi, this is the board of nursing." Yeah, no more. You're done. You're cut, kid.
Why are
I
you?
think that's jail now.
Yeah.
They call you and you're like, why are you watching Twitch?
Yeah, like, what are you doing? Get off.
You're supposed to be
$200
working.
donations, I will wake her up from her coma and she will play mid.
All right, guys. Oh, $300 donation. Hey, your daughter's back. She's alive. She didn't die. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm fucking with you.
Look, here she is in a computer simulation.
She's on Skype. Got him.
She still hates you.
All right, now
$400. I'll pull this plug. Who knows what it's connected to?
Donna, your family's here to visit you. Wait, no, they never come. They'll never come.
Come on.
Okay, done.
$1,000 donation. I blindfold myself, go to the outlet where my PC and her light phone is plugged in, and just pull one of them.
Know which one I'm hoping for.
Don't want to lose this. Okay.
I can't.
We go to some dark places here.
I feel dirty.
Had our fun.
Don't
How's
link
your,
this to your employee.
I was gonna share this on my page, but no more.
What I was gonna say, let's talk about nursing. Like, I don't know about any like bite stories or like fight stories.
Oh, I've got a
Patients.
shitload.
biting stories.
Oh, he's been bit.
No, I thought
before I was
Friday.
before I was an RN, I worked as a nursing assistant, and I did home care for one day. Like I went through all the training. There was a family. I was going to meet them. I was getting oriented to this family by another LNA. It was a younger child. They had autism, and it was going really well. And then the end of the night came. Like we gave them a shower and we like put a shirt on them, and they like started getting really upset. So the LNA was like, why don't you go to the other room and sit down? She's like, I'll take care of this. And I was like, okay. So I went to the other room and I sat down, and then the child like came and like sat in the chair with me. And I could see them like super agitated.
Yeah, he wasn't done yet.
They were flailing. They were like trying to bite me. So I like put them in a hug so that like they wouldn't hurt themselves or me.
Oh shit.
And the LNA was like, yeah, you can't do that.
Yeah, you can't. Nope.
Oh shit.
No, you're not allowed to. You can't touch them at all. You can't restrain them unless you have two people.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
but...
I mean, this is the difference being is that home care. I'm not going to have anyone else.
No, you have to have two people, but you can't.
So what are you?
I mean,
supposed to
that's
do?
not how home care works.
What are you
that's
supposed to do
literally
then,
not.
though?
I mean, you have to. Like,
You have to. Well, no, there is one, but you have to get like your CDL license and stuff like that.
I mean, I'm authorized to put hands on. Like,
Well, yeah. Obviously, like, it's different rules. I'll just talk about the school rules.
well, in this situation, I had them. Like, I wasn't like holding them down. I was just like they could still move their arms, but
was she like going for the headbutt and stuff like that?
there's a lot of like. Imagine if you try to bite your shoulder, it kind of looked like that.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "You can't do that." And I was like, "The thing is, if I let go, they're gonna bite me or scratch themselves."
Yeah.
And she's like, you can't. So I was like, okay. I was like, you know what you're doing. I haven't done this before. And like, it's bit me 7 times up and down the arm. And I was like, I don't know what to do because it hurts like a motherfucker. I would rather be punched, kicked, like spit on. Being bit hurts so much.
I've actually never been bit yet in my job.
And I was like, I can get them off me, but I don't think I could do it without hurting them.
Yeah.
So
And plus, it's like picture someone who is so angry they just want to rip your head off. Like they don't. It's not them. It's
My
like
brother?
with the autism. It's like they get so angry. Like you're trying to fight someone who is on a whole other rage level. Like they don't understand.
Yeah.
So
They're
they're coming
really
for you. Yeah.
yeah, and so like I quit the next day.
Oh, you did.
So,
Yeah.
so
Just
you're
not
immune
anything.
to children now, right? After 7 bites.
Oh yeah,
I think it
if they
was
try to touch me, they just bounce off.
Yeah, it's like a force field now, right?
I'm literally childproof.
Yeah.
Well, if you get a good right hook, they don't.
It's
go
like
near
it's
you.
not. It's not not that I'm not allowed within 10 feet of a school. It's just that if I get near one, everyone near me will just go propulsing away from me. It's fucking wild.
The whole school lifts up. Yeah. It's crazy.
I mean, I've got stories of being punched and kicked, but like,
don't we all?
I've got a good story. All right, this is a funny story, a comical story. Although I feel bad, but I was working in a hospital and I had a patient. They were two assists. There's an older woman. She had a huge butt, like a stupidly big butt. And we were helping her to the commode, and there's another LNA, and she was like helping hold her up. And I was wiping, and I think I might have like wiped too vigorously because like I literally made this woman's ass clap. Like literally, I wiped. No, like literally, I wiped, and it was like. And like immediately my face just like became a rock. I was emotionless. I was looking anywhere but my coworker, and the woman didn't say anything, but dude,
inside you're just screaming.
I was like, there's no way she didn't feel that. Like, we got her cleaned up, we got her back in the bed, we walk out in the hallway, I look at my coworker, and I have like I died. I laughed so hard. I felt so bad, but like this woman's ass literally was like.
You have to laugh. You have to laugh.
Dude, there's no way she didn't feel it, but she did not say a word.
That's the trooper right there.
In a similar vein of trying to keep a straight face, I told you maybe. No, I might not have. So I work with pizzas, and I was working at a demo stand, so I'm like, chef's coat on, like good posture, and this woman comes up to me, is doing mustache a little bit, doing her shopping, and she comes up, and she asks if the pizza is boneless.
It's boneless pizza.
Is the pizza boneless? And she meant to say...
You say as a joke.
I know, because boneless pizza. Yeah, Halloween. And she meant to, and then she corrected herself saying, frozen. Because it's a frozen pizza. She says, is the pizza boneless? And I was just like...
You saw me at work?
Dude, and I'm just like shaking, like all the energy goes down to my feet. I'm like, ah! I'm like laughing on the inside.
No.
And I was like, you need a 2-liter Coke? It was legendary, because it was just her and there was no one else around, so if I laughed, it would have been really weird.
But for real though, you must deal with mental illness all the time at your job.
Yeah, and it's kind of scary, because I had this kid, he was like, I'm gonna guess like 20s.
Child, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he was somewhere on the spectrum, and his mom or whoever was taking care of him was like kind of behind him, and he sprinted around the corner, and he went for a piece of pizza that just came out of the oven. I was like, it's really hot. Like, he sprinted around the corner and grabbed it, like, immediately. And I was like, it's really, really hot. Don't, like, and his woman's, like, right behind him, like, wait. And he, like, shoves it in his mouth. And I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get sued right now. Because like, he went up and grabbed it.
You should be, like, they'll probably say, why didn't you stop him or something like that, right? If you
right. And
Daren, why didn't you just assault that child and just put him on the ground?
I've done that to kids. Wait. I was addressing his question. I assault kids, quote me. No. I was addressing his question. I've been slick, like kids like run up and say pizza, and I'm like scoop, and like scoop the thing back.
Not today, young fellow.
But he ran around the corner and blindsided.
Plus, you get an older 20 guy run at you like, oh.
Yeah, right. And so she was like, "Did you burn your mouth? Like, you're okay?" He's like, "Nope, no, I'm okay." And I was
fire.
like, "Oh my god, this pizza's fucking hot."
Blood.
I was like apologizing profusely. She's like, "It's really okay. Like, he does shit like this all the time." And I was like, "Okay."
Honestly, though, people.
I take it all back.
Parents.
Yeah, your kid's an idiot. Sorry.
Parents with kids with autism or special needs are probably like the best things.
Literal saints.
In the world. Like, there's no.
I can't imagine.
There's no better people out there.
I can't.
Because they have to deal with this stuff, and they just find happiness in everything. Like, you have to the little things. Like, oh, he said "mama" for the first time. He's like 16. Like, that's crazy. Like, what an awesome you have to take little things,
Shit, man.
I guess turn that real
No,
serious.
it's kind of true.
No, I don't know. Like, I'm totally biased because of my job. Still work in special education, but like,
it's an okay thing to be biased.
I do find offense to retard, and not saying it, but if you meant it as in that guy's retarded,
right?
Even though he's actually mentally handicapped, that would offend the shit out of me.
Right.
No, I try not to be offended all the time.
When I was in high school, I don't remember how old I was. I read an article about because it was during the Special Olympics. It's sort of pseudo political. There's a woman, Ann Coulter. She's an extreme right wing figure.
She's our favorite person on the podcast.
Yeah, and there was she like said the word retarded in like I think it might have been a tweet, and a man with Down
I think you told me about
a man
this,
with
yeah.
Down syndrome wrote her this beautiful letter, and he was like, you know, he's like telling the story of like how people with Down syndrome and like, you know, people with mental retardation, or I believe it's developmental disability now.
Is it mental disability?
I think it's
now?
developmental
Mentally
disability.
disabled, is that?
It's something like that.
It's,
yeah.
it's like even mentally handicapped is like what you.
Oh, okay.
And you know, like he was just describing this, and he was like, you know, and so when you say this, it's like it shouldn't be as an insult; it should be as a compliment. Like this, you know, these are amazing people. Yeah. And then she like came back in a tweet and like was like,
just putting them down.
She just said it again, and this was
Wait,
the
what did
first.
she say?
I don't remember, but like she said retard again.
There had to be a witch hunt.
And no, like this is what she does. This is what she does.
Yeah, dude, that's like her life. She's
and I literally
trash.
so like I was in the room with my mom at the time. I was probably like 15, and I'd never called anyone a cunt before. But I was just like, what a cunt!
Yeah.
And my mom was like, excuse me, and I was like, I was just reading about Ann Coulter, and she was quiet for like a minute, and she was like, what? All right. You know, that's fair.
Yeah,
I'll take that.
Yeah, she
but you know, after that, I was like, I don't like the word. I don't like it when people say it. I mean, it's just.
I've said some awful things, but like I don't know. That's where I draw the line. Apparently, I'm such a hypocrite.
Whatever.
But
I read the most compromising thing of her recently, and I was gonna send it to you, and I didn't have enough service, so I didn't. But fuck, when I find it. It was like
is that
some
the girl that kicked off her
super
show?
humiliating thing. What?
Didn't she have a show like on Fox something that kicked her off it or something like that?
That was Tommy Lahren.
Yeah.
They're like the same person.
So-
Okay,
general
that's what I was
same
thinking in my
ideas.
head.
Yeah, she's a cunt.
But seriously, the best interview I've ever seen is Matt Lauer and Bill O'Reilly together talking about sexual
Lauer and
harassment. Matt Lauer was talking to Bill O'Reilly about
Yeah.
sexual harassment. Like, you took your power, you took advantage of her with your power, and then literally the next week, Matt Lauer got caught for doing the same exact thing.
Really?
Yeah, and he got kicked off the show too.
What? No
Yeah,
shit.
one
That's
of the best
gross.
interviews. It's one of the best Curb Your Enthusiasm because he said that like
Bum,
you use your
bum,
power
bum,
like
bum,
that, and they showed all the
da,
videos
da,
of like
da,
it's
da.
amazing.
I shouldn't have sang the song. I should have just edited it in there. That would have been funny.
Yeah,
Idiot!
Can you take it off though and then put that in like you didn't?
Probably. There's no doubt. My powers are unlimited, basically.
Yeah. You make you sound smart.
I am.
Ooh! He's out of here. He's out of here. He's getting the vote.
I hope you enjoy Dom for the rest of the time.
Welcome the newest permanent member of the podcast and
Tyler leaves
remembering
his
the
house.
late.
Tyler leaves the house. Like,
It's me, the new member.
Have you ever driven a car after something absolutely pissed you off and you get in a car? Have you ever done that?
yes.
I haven't even driven a
I
car,
don't know,
so
what?
no, I don't.
Yeah, I forgot that you're man.
You're talking
Yeah.
about a scooter, right?
I'm missing your point. I'm sorry.
My brother got a moped, and I've been.
He did?
Yes.
Fucking right.
The one where you
That's-
don't need a motorcycle license. You could just fly
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
It's been amazing.
That's awesome.
I'm going like 30 miles per hour. I'm like, I'm so fucking badass.
And you're like, I gotta go get beer. Like, do I want to get in my car and park my car? No, I'm just gonna step out on the moped.
Yeah, and then just
Fucking
hold
take
the
it
beer
out.
like this, just drive.
It's fucking awesome.
It is amazing.
Dude, I think one of the most impressive things I saw in college was it was like a Thursday night. I saw someone longboarding with a fucking 30 rack on the end of their longboard.
On the
I
end.
did that all the time.
Dude, I never saw you fucking mount the 30 rack on your longboard.
Really, when I lived in the Woodsides, I fucking often did that on the downhill parts on the way back.
I was thoroughly impressed. I was like, damn.
You ever just see a huge hill and just be like, you get off your longboard, you're like looking down, you're like, yeah. You sit on your butt and longboard, I'm going down this bad boy.
Fucking no, I stand like a man.
What? Oh.
Wait, oh, dude, like going down your ass is so dangerous because
Is
A, you're gonna go too fast and you can't stop yourself. And if you don't want to do that, then you ruin the soles of your shoes because you're like dragging the bottom of your feet on the ground the whole time.
Well, how do you slow down?
I slide usually because I have the double
Just
action.
jump off.
I have the double action trucks, so I can like bring the board at like
Yeah.
perpendicular.
Say that skater lingo more.
It's
dude.
not perpendicular; it's math lingo.
No, the stuff before that. You
Double action trucks.
Give me. Oh.
All right, well,
ooh.
Trucks.
You know what it
Whole
is?
trucks.
You know what it is? It's two sets of bushings in the trucks. So, but I can like slide the board and go and like stop it. But there's no hill at UNH I haven't mastered. You know?
The biggest takeaway
And
I
I
took
vape
from when
down
you
them
tried
all
to
the
teach me to
time.
longboard was like how not to like push like
What?
from the back. Like,
Oh, push Mongo?
yeah, like
Yeah.
every time I saw someone do that, I was like, "Oh, you're doing it wrong."
Yeah, really? Yeah, fuck
Yeah.
yeah. Dude, that's awesome. I would always snap people like mall gripping their boards, like grabbing them by the trucks. The big metal things in the bottom with the wheels attached to them. But I was on Snapchat and be like, huge mall grip or like huge Mongo push and like send it to all the
Did you ever like
skater
get
kids.
serious
And I don't
to it
even
and get those
skate.
gloves?
Like, what?
You ever go serious
Oh,
to get
slide
those gloves?
gloves?
Yeah.
No, I never did because they're like $30 a pair, and I didn't see myself going fast enough to warrant the use of those.
My favorite thing.
Because like you can go very fast if you have those, and just like slide a huge stop like completely.
You know what I'm gonna fantasize tonight about?
What?
You getting a ticket. That's gonna make me so happy because
That's
this
what I'm
guy,
gonna be, my mission.
the worst thing ever possible for Derek is spending money where it doesn't need to be spent. So I can only see him seeing like a $30 package, like, what the fuck?
I know. I got a $15 one today. I was fucking
Derek
pissed.
could be a fucking multi-millionaire. If he gets a $15 parking ticket, he will spend 30 hours to try to get out of it when he has $1 million just because he doesn't want to spend
true.
it. Yes,
I paid this with diligence. About an hour after they gave
Yeah,
it
but
to
you weren't
me.
fucking happy about
I
it.
surely wasn't.
You probably threw the cash and fuck.
I want to show you my favorite joke that I just thought of.
Favorite joke. I
favorite
just
joke.
made it up.
No, I didn't just make it up. Maybe think of it. It's Farmer Joe and Farmer Ted. Farmer Joe says, "How we doing today, Farmer Ted?" He said, "Well, not too well. Had to put the dog down." And Farmer Joe says, "Were he mad?" Farmer Ted said, "Well, they weren't too damn pleased."
Yeah, they put Letterkenny the first 2 seasons on Hulu.
Yep.
I went all into that. Such a good show.
Oh, you've been watching it?
It's so well made.
I should start watching
It's
it.
so well made.
I only
All I know from that show is the fucking intro that you've sent me.
is a cold open.
Yeah.
That's like
Sure as
how,
God's
like,
got sandals, it beats finding dudes with treasure trailer, whatever the fuck it is.
how quotable is that?
That is
Like you
pretty
can just
quotable.
like
It just makes me feel dumb. Like people are so much more talented than me. Like you could think like I'm not funny. I'm not funny.
that's not true, dude. We're on a podcast where people wouldn't listen to it if we're not funny. You guys think we're funny, right? We're funny. You guys think we're funny?
Please say that we're
Please say
funny
that
in the
There's
comments.
only 20 people last time that watched the episode. Why are you going away from
Why are
me?
you leaving? Please think. Please say we're
I
funny.
mean, you know, like, I like to think that, like, my sense of... I like to think that I'm a funny person, but, like, it's not like I could go and do, like, a fucking stand-up special. Like, my humor is so reactionary. Like, it's so situational based. Like, I base my humor based on, like, what I see, or, like...
And it's like hard meta humor too.
Yeah.
Like, hard.
Dude,
meta humor.
honestly, like, I was mentioning this earlier, like, I've been
Yeah.
going... I've had some dates
Even
recently, and, like, in the past, I've, like, tried to tone down my humor. Like, when we met Brittany
Yeah,
and
you
Amelia
Brittany
for the
and
first time, I was like, dude, we need to tone down the memes.
There's gotta be no memes.
But like, you know, I've just kind of stopped because it's like, you know what, fuck it. They're gonna see this eventually, right? So they might as well just get full fucking force, like,
Just get waist deep in the pool
just
and
get,
unload.
just be like, fucking,
That's
get the trunks off, boys. We're going in.
that's called the Tyler Stockman thing, where the first time you ever meet with someone, you just throw
You
them
just
exactly who you are.
immediately-
I don't water myself down at all. I'm just, what's up? My name's
Yeah,
Tyler.
no personality facades whatsoever. Just like, here's the full force of what I am right now.
You just carry like resumes on you, but just
Here's
like here you
business
go.
cards, dude.
Yeah, no, I just verbally assault them until they're friends with me and they can accept it.
Pretty much generally happens 100% of the time.
I don't know how I'm friends with this guy. I just can't be.
Yeah,
No, but the
I
bus stop.
really haven't like met too many people that don't like me like that.
Remember how we met talking in high school about how I don't like Halo?
Was that really it?
Yeah, that was,
in the
that was
library,
really
right?
the basketball tryouts, basketball team tryouts.
Really?
Yep.
That basketball was like so.
I-
Basketball is the biggest thing that changed my life. Like I met my girlfriend, who I dated, my ex-girlfriend, I dated for 5 years, and I met Derek through that. I would have never like or became friends with Derek. So
Yeah.
like,
I don't know how I met you originally.
CRTC, the bus.
No,
That's how we got like close.
That's how we we were friends, but that's when we became like close friends. But I don't know when exactly we met.
Yeah, I'm
I
not sure.
think 2 years.
Oh, church.
Wow.
There was Center Barnstead Church.
Church.
Remember when you went there?
Did I?
Yeah.
I went there like once, right?
Yeah, with Jenna.
Let me work.
This crazy that I like people, man. I met you through Dora, now you're like my best fucking friend.
Yeah,
Dude,
So-
I know. We met online.
I know.
That is bananas.
It was so fucking crazy when I met you for the first time because you looked nothing like I imagined.
You
And
were
I-
at Max's party, right?
What
No.
did you? I kind of don't know what you expected.
I like don't even remember at this point. I
Yeah,
sure as
how
shit
could
didn't
you?
expect like a fucking like 6 foot tall like
I know.
So-
Slender man.
pencil walking into my fucking room with a board on his arm.
I know.
What
You
the
think
fuck?
of like some like 5'8" beta. That's what
Yeah,
I.
I mean, that's what I sound like.
Yeah, I was like, I take offense to that.
Yeah.
Ah, shit, dude, I'm fucking recording. I sound like I'm 10. I mean, little do they know I look like I'm 10. So I take this hair to my face.
I sound like a 12-year-old with a speech impediment. So.
Hi, I'm dumb.
Motherfucking yeah. We played Dota and met indirectly through two
different
separate
people.
Because I met you through Katie, through Ian, and then through Nate, or maybe I met you and Nate at the same time.
Yeah, no, you met me after Nate.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely met Dom.
And then it was just like, I'm going to UNH. You're like, fuck, dude, I go to UNH. We should meet up. Do you want to live together? And then, like, hang out for, like, 4 years?
Was that sophomore? Your first year at UNH?
Yeah.
It was your sophomore, my junior year.
And just remember, like, I'd come over and, like, we didn't even really drink. We'd have, like, 3 Budweisers and, like, play cards together in the beginning. I remember. We didn't drink that much. And then you'd always draw, like, Witcher 3 shit on, like, and you'd hang it up. And
then it was get drunk and go to the hospital for the rest.
Yeah,
All right, let's not talk about that.
When did we start drinking so much? Because it wasn't your first year.
I decided I should stop drinking so much when I turned 21, I think.
You said that, but you didn't listen to yourself.
Well, I did for a great 2 months. It was great. No,
it was like
was
2
good.
days.
Yeah, but you remember there was
a
for a while, I really just didn't drink. I could have, like, 3 beers and be like, yeah, I'm all set for the night. But recent trauma kind of, like, really changes your perspective on that.
We're bringing it back.
Bringing it right back, baby. College. Go to grad school.
So, yeah, what's it going to be like next weekend? That's going to be weird for you, too, like, just not moving in.
Yeah, we're not going back to college.
Yeah, I know, it's weird.
That's moving day.
Yeah, you know,
It's buck wild.
You guys are officially adults. How's it feel?
I
been
don't
adults for
want to
4
be
years.
here.
That was a joke.
I know. What do you...
Fuck, I still
It's
don't
gonna
feel
make us
adult.
sound like kids.
What do I want to be when I grow up?
What do you...
I
wanna
want
be when you grow up?
I want to be a
Astronaut.
soccer player.
Fireman.
I want to be a YouTuber.
I want to be a fucking vape god.
I want to be a fucking Let's player.
I want to be a fridge magnet.
Alright, hold on, but like going back to like dates. So like I went on a date recently with this girl, and
Yes.
like just a full example of like my humor just coming in. We were like walking around fucking Derry because we met up in Derry for whatever fucking reason.
Weird.
And there's a church ahead. And I was like, I look at her and I'm like, hey, do you want to go hear about the sweet word of Jesus Christ? And she just looks at me. I'm deadpan. I'm just fucking. There's no emotion in my face.
Oh no.
And I'm just like, yeah, you want to go? And she's like, wait, really? And I was like, yeah, JC, he's my main man.
Dom's still single.
and she's like, and I'm just fucking with you. I was like, I don't give a shit about her.
Dom's sweating.
It took her a minute.
Dude, Dom's sweating, she's sweating.
Dude, it took her a minute, but like she fucking cracked up, and I was like,
You're lucky she cracked
You're
up.
good.
Because what if she was like, what if you said that and then like it was just dead fucking silent and she's like looking away from you like.
no, the problem would have been if she was like, yes, and I would have been like, oh.
Oh, I don't really want... I guess I have to now, right?
I guess I'm fucking sunk.
And then she just goes in, gets on her knees, just starts sobbing like, "Oh God, I'm so sick."
Please forgive me, Lord.
4 years.
And you're like,
Thank you, Dom. Will you marry me? You brought me back to the church.
Like, ooh.
Oh, I got a cult date. I gotta get to
I want to
that.
sleep with SMM ring. Well, let's go. Let's do it.
We're in a church right now. It's gonna be good. Oh shit! I forgot what.
Yes.
Shit. Forgot what I was gonna say.
When do you think too old? When do you think our prime is up? Like when do you think the
Right
dating
now.
prime
Yesterday.
is up? No way.
About 5
I
minutes
would say
ago.
like 25 and 26 is like starting going downhill.
Dude, the day I found out that pickles were cucumbers, that's when I peaked, dude. That's when I peaked.
Pickles and cucumbers? No, I'm just kidding. I fucking-
That was freshman year of college, dude. That's when we peaked.
That's when you found out that pickles are cucumbers?
Dude, yeah, I don't know what I was doing with my life.
Dom never ate a pickle again.
He's scared of them like cats.
We
Put pickles
were
next to
talking.
Dom's
We were
pillow
talking.
when he sleeps. He freaks out.
I
when
was
he wakes
at
up.
lunch. I was getting lunch with some people, and like, I don't remember the fucking conversation, but like, yeah, these like pickles, and they're like, yeah, look at all these cucumbers. Like, the fuck do you mean cucumbers? They're like, these are pickles.
Dom slapped
And like,
somebody.
they just
Blasphemy.
Fucking
they just
mouth.
look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. They're like, what do you like? Are you serious? I was like, yeah, these are pickles. They're like, where the fuck do you think they come from? I was like,
Pickle.
The pickle farm.
I don't know, a pickle farm, and they're
Pickle
like,
fairy, dude?
they're pickled cucumbers. I was like, what? Fuck, that's where pickling things come from. I'm like, shit, dude.
I can really envision you connecting the dots like over a short period of
Like
time.
a little ding.
Yeah, like smoke's coming out his ears. He's like, oh, whoa.
Pickle equals cucumber?
Pickle is Einhorn?
I know they always look alike, but I never put the two together.
Nice Ace Ventura reference.
Dude, thank
I
you.
like
On top
that.
of that?
That's sick.
Yeah, thank you.
Fucking,
Not
I
bad,
could
right?
watch Ace Ventura. Okay, do you guys have a movie that when you're sad or like, do you have a go-to movie?
Right,
Whenever
sorry,
I'm
next
upset,
question.
no, I've asked you this I think before. I always go to Scooby-Doo.
Channel Sunshine.
Wait,
for
what was the
Spotless
question?
Mind.
I was interrupting you.
My favorite movie of all time, actually.
It's a great movie.
Everyone always says that. I thought that movie
What?
was like underappreciated, but everyone always
Why?
brought that movie up.
You know what that tells you?
That I'm.
It's mainstream. It's not underappreciated.
Oh really? Yeah. Let me see. You like Spirited
Tyler,
Away?
you liked it before it was cool. Is that,
No,
is that
let
what
me
it was?
guess.
Is that
Let me
what
guess.
it
You
was?
like Spirited Away, some other anime girl shit.
Guess who's never
Spirited
seen?
Away-
Guess
wait,
who's
you-
never seen Miyazaki? Miyazaki film.
Really?
I haven't seen it
I
either.
haven't either.
Yeah.
Really?
I want to
I'm
watch
surprised out
Spirited
of you.
Away, Ponyo.
Tell me that
I wanna watch all
you tell me there's
It's
room
a
full of
Ponyo,
dweebs
okay.
never seen.
Yeah, dude. They
Call
were,
me that.
They were doing like
don't know.
24-hour screenings.
Left my katana at home.
They're doing 24-hour screenings in like Hooksett or at the IMAX, I think, and
Oh,
they were
cool.
showing all the Miyazaki films.
Yeah.
That
I
sounds,
kinda wanted to get in on
extremely
that, but-
mentally taxing.
Yeah, it really does.
24
Oh,
hours.
Studio Ghibli. That's
Yeah.
who the
Studio
fuck is Miyazaki?
Studio Ghibli, dude.
Studio Ghibli.
Shut
Highly
Ghibli.
recommend those.
What was the
films.
question you asked originally? I was
What's your
interrupting
go-to
you.
movie when you're upset too? Like watch like
I don't watch movies.
whenever I want
I
to
was
feel.
kidding about that. That's not my go-to movie. That's
I-
so sad.
I love that movie though.
It's a
like,
good movie.
Like I don't. Okay, this is gonna sound
What are
like
we talking
this is gonna
about?
sound like super.
I don't know what movie.
Eternal Sunshine for the Spotless Mind.
Ah, that thing.
I'm gonna sound extremely like I'm not trying to be
No,
cocky.
Tyler's been
I know
talking
it's
about it.
weird, but you guys can back me up on this. I don't usually feel sad very often. Like I don't really get depressed. I'm usually pretty happy all the time.
Can you tell me what it was like?
What's it like to like be happy?
Oh, I don't feel that either.
It's pretty nice. No, but like just so sometimes I'll watch really sad shit just to feel sad and like just embrace it. Like oh that's nice. I haven't felt that in a bit.
That's
That's mighty powerful, man. That's mighty powerful.
fairly certain that's a disorder, but
Honestly, I go to depressed people
This
and I'm like,
podcast is the
look at
episode
me.
we revealed Tyler's true
I'm
life.
happy.
What age were you guys at when you stopped feeling?
Yeah, it's like, this is cool, right?
about 5.
You're like this bottomless well of like an emotional void. It's like a heart of stone.
So
Just shut it off like a light switch.
We as males
but a
exercise
movie-
our right to push it down.
movie that I go to when I'm
Deeper.
sad, probably one of the old Godzilla films, I would say.
That's so niche. I like that.
Yeah.
I don't think I have one. Like,
Well, most
Yeah, I don't know if that's kind of my go-to entertainment value. It's kind of more just
well, like,
pornography and stuff.
I think you just
Unless you count like Backdoor Sluts 9 or
Have
something.
you,
I
have
mean,
you
if you
ever
count,
watched
like,
porn
porn
sad,
video.
though? Like,
What?
sad doesn't equal pornography.
No, I was making
Sometimes.
a masturbation
it's not
joke
sadness that I feel with porn. It's crushing shame after I'm done.
about- Yeah,
but,
it's more like deep self-reflection.
but no, I say Godzilla because it was a thing that me and my
Would you-
dad used to watch.
Oh, it's
When-
kind of like throwback.
Yeah,
Mine was pajamas.
Nanny.
No,
bananas
bananas and
and
pajamas.
in pajamas.
What?
You ever watch Banana in Pajamas?
It's
I
a
think so.
That was
it's
great.
a creepy ass show if you go watch it now.
Yeah, I watched some weird shows. as a
Yeah.
kid.
No way.
You guys remember Mr. Meaty?
Nope.
It was
No.
on Nickelodeon.
Is this some copy pasta
It's
bullshit?
Mr.
Cookie
Meaty.
pasta?
Fresh off the grill.
It was on
Yeah,
cha-
remember that fucking
It
song?
was on
Wow.
Channel 2. I felt shivers down my spine.
Dude, I did.
He
that
hung
was
himself.
that was the most like disturbing excuse for a children's show ever.
I don't know.
Like,
did you watch Invader Zim?
No, mine was really
yeah, and I
Lily.
saw the new trailer by the way.
Oh, yeah.
for the movie,
Yeah.
and it revealed nothing to me except that.
What a
it's-
surprise!
Yeah, it's another like Invader Zim movie that's
I'm-
a long TV show.
I'm
episode.
neat.
I
That's neat.
don't have like
I'm
a
in.
go-to
Yeah.
movie that I go to when I'm sad, but like I have like a go-to like YouTube video, and like there's definitely like a certain genre of music that I'll go to.
Oh yeah, I definitely listen to sad music when I'm upset.
Oh, I try not to like listen to sad music.
Sam Smith and John Legend only. Rest in peace. They both died.
Rest in petty.
Sorry to go for-
But like my YouTube video is such a fucking stupid one. But like, if you've seen that video of like the sloth crossing the street and they pick him up and then it's like,
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe
yeah.
I can fly. That's like my go-to like make me fucking feel good about my life video.
I love that.
They're like, all right, we're gonna pick him up. We're gonna pick him up, and then they just pick him up. And I believe, boy. Yeah.
So, what do you do when you feel sad? Just play Dota 2 to get like angry
No.
and so sad?
Yeah, it's more of like
So
like you
just-
know when you're like reaching your limit, you're like 85%, and then you queue into an hour-long game of like self-depreciating poor gameplay, and it goes to 100%, and you have a little meltdown,
And then you need to you need to unlock the
Right.
limiter,
Right,
so
right,
you
right.
queue again.
And then you queue
no,
up
no,
again.
no,
So you can go
Sometimes
even
once is
further.
more than enough. I don't even want to go further beyond. I want to lie down.
I just want to shut off everything.
Yeah, so then you lie down and do nothing for like 2 hours.
Have you
it.
actually sat in bed and done nothing for 2 hours?
Yeah, in
It's
times,
called- it's
in
most
times
of-
of trouble.
Most of the time, it's called sleep.
That's how much sleep I get. 2 hours.
The fuck, we're getting too real right now.
Yes.
But okay, talking about I don't know if you've done this, but have you ever queued and then like you're like, okay, I'm done, but then you stay on it and you just go through each hero. Like I have a whole bunch of cosmetics, so
Yeah.
I like just dress them up. I'm like, well, this
Play
is-
dress up.
Yeah, it's basically what I do in Dota.
I do
It's
the
just
same
to
thing
show
with
off.
Barbies.
Huh?
I do the same thing with myself, dude. I got bitching legs. I don't know if you.
Yeah, whenever I get stressed out, I just, whenever I get stressed out, I just sneak up into my mom's room and try on her clothes. Yeah, blow off some steam. You know?
You know, I don't think many.
Yourself.
I don't think many people can pull off red lipstick, but I would.
Let me tell you, I'd fuck me.
I would fuck me.
So Tyler, that was a really good story that you had, but so I've been watching Disenchanted on Netflix.
Yeah. Did we talk about that?
No, we talked
I just started
about
watching
it. You also started
Yeah,
watching
yeah.
it?
Okay, is it as much trash?
I have a lot to say about
It's-
this, but you
It
go
looked like
first.
trash.
How I describe it, it's not as good as Futurama, but it's on par with post-season 9 of The Simpsons.
So it's not as bad as it looks.
Yeah, no, it's fairly good. The first, 2 episodes are nothing's really happening because no plot's gone off, but it was okay. It's a fun watch.
It just looked cringy to me.
Some parts are.
Dude, I have a ton to say about this because
I haven't finished it. I haven't finished it. I'm
many episodes did you watch?
I'm halfway.
Yeah, same.
I'm on
I watched 5 or
episode
6.
5. Yeah.
So here's the thing. First thing is the aesthetic and the art style. The backgrounds are hand painted, like in a Disney film.
Yeah.
So it's a very bizarre juxtaposition between high definition animation, 2D animation, and a gorgeous landscape.
Yeah.
Not orient. No. I was thinking of orientation, portrait versus
2018 there,
landscape.
please.
I'm just gonna fucking kill myself right now.
But yeah.
So the landscapes behind it are all hand painted, sometimes
Acrylic,
CG, acrylic and CG renderings of the castle.
Yeah.
But moving on to the more important part of it is Eric Andre playing a character in the show.
I was gonna say.
Oh.
The actor who plays Eric Andre is playing a character in the show. Basically, it's not because how I would describe it. How I would
What?
describe it, because in the Eric Andre show, he's not the character Eric Andre in this show. So he's just
Yeah, that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. So people hear the name Eric Andre as a demon. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. He tells you to do funny shit. He doesn't play Eric Andre. What he does, and this is horrible to say, but I have boiled it down to this: he's Sheldon from The Big Bang Theory.
Kinda.
Because all of his quips are at the last minute before the transition.
Yeah.
And he just he plays his own character, and I feel like there should be a laugh track after everything he
He's that
says.
cringy.
It's really it is kind of cringy because
Yeah, some of
I
his
shit
jokes.
you not, something happens and he's like, well, that happened.
Yeah.
And then transition, I'm like, really?
That's
This
the
is
most un-Eric Andre thing I've ever seen. They should have went full-on crazy demon Eric Andre.
the
into
only
it.
thing they capitalize on that is they cash in on the Eric Andre scream so good.
Yeah.
Because he's a little cat demon, so he gets kicked and he's like, oh, fuck! I
don't have-
when he hits the
I
wall.
don't care what a cat has to say.
Yeah. Oh! He does that Eric Andre scream. But the thing is, the sound design is really weird. The pacing is super duper weird.
But I think
because
it's
there's a
just
lot of-
I think that's because it's the first season.
What a waste of a person, though. What a waste.
Not really. The character design is so
No, I'm saying
good.
what a waste of not utilizing Eric Andre.
It's just a different
absolutely.
character.
It's because
Yeah.
he's not playing
Yeah,
the
it's
show,
not.
which would be unacceptable on a show
Yeah.
like this. But
I know, but it's so good.
It's
Tyler-
so-
yes, but that's what I'm saying. It's not Eric Andre. It's the actor playing Eric Andre.
My thing I was looking forward to the most was having Eric Andre in a cartoon show. That's
Yes.
what I wanted
right.
to see.
Yeah.
But it's
and it
not.
just didn't pan out. The character design is fucking awesome. The main character is a
Bean.
white-haired bean, a white-haired princess with buck teeth and a doofy grin and total tomboy, does her own fucking thing.
Yeah.
So we
Like
say
the
it's but in Adventure Time?
Yeah, it's very Adventure Timey actually.
Yeah.
And the character design in the show is just exemplary, but the pacing is really, really weird.
Yeah.
But it's a comedy
I-
show.
I heard
Don't fall asleep.
from what I heard, after episode 5, that's when the plot kind of kicks off
Yeah,
and it
give or
starts
take,
going.
give or
So yeah, have to say though, when Elfo leaves his home,
Mm-hmm.
that I think is one of the funnier parts with the farmers that I saw.
The farmers. I
Do
just
not give
watched
us
it and I
praise.
Be gone, praiser! You're not welcome here! We are but humble farmers!
You should beat us with our food. Beat you? No, I'd
is the
rather
best
eat it. Get out of our house!
Cross the line! It's so funny.
I don't know why.
Yeah, no, it's loud.
It's gotta be loud.
He just pointed a Gabe.
Yeah.
I haven't seen like that in a while.
But yeah, no, I've been watching that. It's okay. It's a fun watch. I would
It is.
say.
It's
Yeah.
cool. It's funny.
What out of
Yeah.
10?
6, 5.
6.5.
Average show.
It got ruined the reviews are scathing.
Yeah.
Like,
I
People
kind
hate
of felt like it because like if you don't do anything interesting or different, then people.
how's it going to measure up to Futurama and The Simpsons?
Exactly.
Yeah.
He really has a lot going against him.
Yes. But again, that's how I would describe it. It's not as good as Futurama, but it's on like par with like after season 9 of The Simpsons.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like okay.
Oh God!
Like it's okay. It's not their strong point, but it's okay.
I've actually I've never watched from start to finish an actual Simpsons episode.
Really?
Ever.
Wow.
I've watched the movie and that is it.
Simpsons movie is great. I watched that a
It was
lot
awesome.
of times.
I
Yeah,
love
it
that
was
movie.
wicked funny.
It was really good, but I never watched
I have
the show.
a really
like
funny
it.
story about the Simpsons movie because one of my brothers went to go see it in theaters, and you know that when it cuts to black for like 30 seconds, because that's the fake end. It's like the end, and it cuts. My brother got up and left.
No way.
Yeah, and then he heard that there was more to the movie later on. He's like, "Are you? What?
Did he
Are
go
you
down?
joking?" Yeah, he went to go.
So we
see
just
it.
missed the real ending of the movie?
Yeah, he missed the actual because he thought that it was going to be a part 2. So he's like, "Well, all right, I guess."
It's been like 20
Fucking
minutes,
out of
but
there. Yeah, right.
No, it's been like an hour,
Yeah.
if that. So he's like, all right, I'm kind of upset that I spent this money, but all right. He gets up and leaves,
I've seen-
and then he's like, "There's more."
I've seen some terrible movies in the movie theaters. I saw Barney in the movie theaters.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, it was Barney in the like magical egg. I took my mom to take, I was 3 years old.
Barney the
And then I
Magical
talked to
Egg.
my grandmother to watch. Not my grandmother,
Barney
my
and
aunt
the
to take me to the
Magical
Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Remember when they released that?
Yeah.
That was okay.
That was cool.
She fell asleep during the movie.
I like the Yu-Gi-Oh.
I got-
The
I was
first.
stoked for Exodia.
Yeah, I got a badass freaking card though.
You're
Like, it's
talking
badass.
about the first Yu-Gi-Oh movie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was good. I like that
good,
movie.
yeah.
I feel like the Yu-Gi-Oh TV show was the best of the card game TV shows.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Like, it was intense.
Oh, that's better. It was Barney's Great Adventure, not Barney's.
Did you
No,
look it up on
no,
your
Barney's
that
phone?
was one of them.
Excellent Egg.
No, look up. It had
I
an egg in it.
googled Barney and the Magical Egg, dude.
Yeah, okay, I'll show you. Keep talking.
Barney
Look, I
and
mean,
the-
there's a video. It says Barney's Magic Egg, but I
Barney
don't
and the
see a movie,
Wonderful
dude.
Big Egg.
So how long... Wait, does that mean Barney was, like, pregnant and had to, like, birth the egg?
Oh, hold on, kids.
Oh, I need some hugs right now!
I need a lot of love for this boy.
I love you, you love me!
So,
Got a big fucking egg.
speaking of TV show type movies, did anybody go see the Jimmy Neutron movie before the show started?
I never watched
No, I
it.
didn't know there was
I was
one.
Yeah, that's
Oh
how
my
it
God.
started. That's how it started.
Yeah.
It was
No
the
shit.
movie first, then
Really?
they made a TV
You bet
show
your,
on
you
Nick.
bet your ass.
You bet your bottom freaking
And then
dollar, dude.
the Jimmy Neutron cluck 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 yeah cluck 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 yeah ooh caribou. Remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Cluck 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 yeah cluck 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 yeah.
To me, what just happened right now is you looked me in the eyes and, like, did a cult chant for no reason, and I'm still, like, trying to, like, find my way in this situation. I can't play in
So,
the space.
Jimmy Neutron episode
did you
that
ever
was
watch
burned
Jimmy
in my
Neutron?
mind.
I'll explain this. Did you
I
ever
watched Jimmy Neutron for Carl Weezer.
That's when the Ice Age happened, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
So
were
they
kids back then.
they somehow caused an ice age to happen. There's no electricity or anything, and so Jimmy's dad is like, "Well, son, I'm gonna go out with the other fathers and go catch some caribou."
Jimmy's dad was a great character.
because
He's really
Fire
because
good.
Fire
everything
Fire.
else is frozen, so we gotta go out and hunt caribou. And then him, Sheen's dad, and Carl Weezer's
Sheen's
dad go, fuck yeah. And this is happening in the background in some scenes, and you see them doing this
Yeah, it's
weird
amazing.
dance.
It's the worst podcast ever.
Welcome to the Jimmy Neutron podcast.
Tom, what was your favorite TV show as a kid?
Rugrats.
That's a great
Rugrats?
show. I fucking love Rugrats.
You love Rugrats?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
it
so
scared
good.
the shit out of me when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I hated Rugrats.
Why?
Maybe Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Spooky.
Oh,
Ed, Edd and Eddie, too.
classic.
Recess.
Recess was
Okay.
great.
Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy,
Yeah.
I find was
Dude,
really fun.
there's a YouTube channel that 24/7 plays
Ed, Edd,
Bill
and
and
Eddie,
Andy.
Billy and Mandy. Like you can think Billy and Mandy, Courage the Cowardly Dog, Ed, Edd and Eddie.
Also
and
scared the
something
shit
else.
out of me.
Courage scared the
Fuck-
fucking
fuck
shit
that
out of me,
shit.
dude.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah, no, I love that show, but
Dude, I would-
fuck that
Oh,
episode.
no.
Fuck that episode.
No.
I don't know why,
Or
but fuck it.
Tales to Tell in the Dark. You know the creepy little like
Oh,
headless
yeah.
dude, like, that's all black and white. That shit scared the
How
fuck
did
out
that
of me.
show fucking survive? It was terrifying.
Because
What?
standards
It
were
didn't-
different back then.
Yeah, it's
Remember
also really
Ren
disgusting.
And Stimpy, man. I mean,
Yeah, it was.
Hey.
It was
have you
also
seen
like
new Ren and Stimpy, by the way?
no,
Not to totally
I
like
didn't know
side
that.
this.
I didn't know that was a thing.
It's sad, man. It's
Aw.
just like really like toned down, like.
But it's
dumb
supposed
animation.
to be gross.
I
Like
know,
that
it's
was
kinda
Ren and
the point.
Stimpy.
But like I said, times have changed, and
There's a lot of dumb
It's
shows that
different.
like Hey Arnold was stupid.
Hey Arnold was not very good.
It was
A
awful.
lot of
It was
people
okay.
Like,
I
a lot of people
liked
liked
it.
Hey Arnold because it was kind of serial. Like you could follow the plot
Yeah.
and develop a relationship with the characters, like Fresh
Yeah,
Prince
it
of
was-
Bel-Air style. But
Never watched that.
It was okay. I liked it.
I didn't
I
like
wouldn't. I wouldn't change the channel if that went on.
I was just down every Monday night with my mom watching fucking Stone Cold Steve Austin kick
Hell
some
yeah.
ass. My mom was
yeah.
so into wrestling back then.
really,
Yeah, oh my god,
That's
yeah.
hilarious.
But every 4th of July, I go upstairs and steal her Stone Cold Steve Austin shirt with some jorts on.
That's fucking adorable.
And I've always wanted, I never did it yet, but take 2 beers, open them, just slam! And then just dress them up like, Austin 314 says I can kick your ass.
You know, that does remind me about back in 1996 when The Undertaker threw Mankind off the
I was waiting for it. I was fucking waiting for it.
table. You brought it full circle, baby.
Alright, Dom, talk about something.
Wow! Greatest segue
I'm
ever.
throwing you
What
on
an
the table.
ultimatum. You got any good jokes?
So
What's a good place to eat around here?
he's the one that's new up here. He
What
doesn't
about
know.
this
You
weather,
damn
huh?
Ford.
I
get
wish
the
people
fuck
could
out,
just
you
see my
foreigner.
face.
This
Look into
is
the camera.
fucking hell. Why, Tyler? Why did you do that?
I thought people
Okay,
were the best.
so actually, I have a question because I was making food last night. I was making my own dinner.
That's a
Yeah.
yeah, nice.
Right, dude.
So anyway,
Self-sufficient. I like it.
anyway, I was cooking. And I was like,
Daddy.
huh, this could be. A...
There you go. Cooking. Yeah, yeah, cooking.
So
So
anyway,
attractive.
Putting salt on it. Salt. Woo!
I don't know. I
He's
fucking
trying
go.
so
Sorry,
hard.
man.
Y'all are wild.
so anyway, so I like to eat rice a lot. So and usually there's like 3 things that you have to fill up in a meal. There's rice, pasta, and potatoes. Choose one. Like if you had to choose
Like
one.
together, like in a gluten.
Yeah, no, that's Cody. That's what Cody does.
That's what I do.
The energy
Yeah.
balls.
Yeah.
Yeah, like in Thanksgiving, you throw everything together. But go on.
But if you had to choose only one, like you could only have one, and the other 2 were removed forever,
You would choose rice.
which one would you choose? Yeah, I
Potatoes,
think
you
I
know,
would.
Potatoes.
I think because I was
Definitely
thinking
rice.
about it for each one and which one how it could work. I think potatoes would probably be like the last on my list. I think it would go rice, pasta, and
You
potatoes.
ever baked potato before?
I have,
It's the best thing
but
in the world.
there's only so many things that you can make
French fries.
with potatoes.
French fries.
But think of how
Steak
many
fries,
other meals
curly
you can.
fries.
That's it's all the same food, right?
Like just think of how many other meals you can make with pasta or rice.
You can't use potatoes as a base for anything, with the exception of like shepherd's pie. Rice is a base.
Yeah.
It's a substance, a foundation upon which you build your recipe. So
Yeah.
like, I made gallo pinto the other day. It's fucking awesome. It's like it doesn't feel like there's meat in it, but it has meat to it because it's got a lot of rice in there, a lot of beans, and a lot
Yeah.
of veggies. And like, I've been eating so many greens recently, just like so many greens, and rice really, really works
When,
well with one of those.
When I make curry, I make my chicken curry. I usually have a lot of broth, so we take the rice so it's mostly it turns into more of a soup kind of. But yeah, no, just like you could probably do it with potatoes, but you'd have to cut them up and have them in like cubes.
It would
or
be a
something,
stew more.
Yeah, it
likely.
would be more of a stew at that point.
Dom, I know you're a fan of having somebody else make you ramen noodles. It's
I was
kinda
gonna.
your go-to recipe.
You know what? I was gonna bring up. I was gonna bring up. The time Derek taught me how to fry an egg.
So
I was very drunk.
This still blows me away to this day.
Look,
Please
alright.
do. Please
We're
go
the only
on.
two that
They,
answered.
they trust me.
That's how we do the show.
They trust
know.
me to make sure babies don't die, and I can't fucking fry an egg like
So-
100% correctly every time I do it.
So how often do you walk into a patient's room with like a bag of ramen noodles that are just crushed up and you just have the seasoning on them?
Like every
The-
time,
Yeah,
dude.
you want to
Like
hit?
Take a
honestly,
line in your finger. Like,
honestly,
oh, that was loud. Go on.
Oh.
You can do it.
no, that was it. That was just, this is the quality I bring to this show.
He's tired,
God.
unmedicated, and he's a nurse.
10 seconds of silence, dude. I forgot where I was going. I just sprinkle ramen noodle on my patients.
This is the healing.
Be gone, demons!
No, as a dominance thing, right when you walk in, they're just laying down. You put like a line of like that. Oh, I'm gonna be a nurse today.
I'll have like a baby in like one of our special cribs to like keep them warm, so like they're kind of like protected from the world. I'll walk in, I'll just like turn to like mom, and I'll be like, oh, right in their face, just really assert myself.
Hey, they were gonna eat dirt sooner or later. Got to get their immune systems up and going.
So
you know
what we like to do to the new babies is try to get the immune system going. So in their face, just really try to get it going.
So to get the hair growing sooner, you just have to lick the top of the baby's head.
You're gonna wash them out first. No, you're gonna get some of that.
You said you delivered a baby recently. In all seriousness,
I did not deliver a baby. I was at a delivery.
Okay. I recognize there are two
Storks
totally
deliver
different
babies
things.
to the
Very,
hospital.
very different thing.
But you did witness a delivery. How was the miracle of birth?
Well, it was a section, so it wasn't that bad. I mean, I've seen the miracle of life. It's ugly and there's.
I watched
poop.
myself being born. Pretty good.
There's ugly. It's ugly. There's poop and there's screaming.
Just so the girls usually shit themselves when they have a kid.
Yeah.
Well,
it's the same muscles pushing the baby out.
I mean, think about it.
Makes
A
sense. Derek is
bird,
born on shit.
a bird comes into your room with a baby.
it's a stork.
Yeah, a bird comes in. You're gonna freak out. That bird's probably gonna shit somewhere.
You joke about that, but I told my brother that for a really long time, and it really hurt his feelings. I told him he was born in the poop bowl. He fell in the poop bowl when he was born. Because I have the big bowl for the poop when it comes out, so he fell out, and they're like, oh, shit, they dropped him.
I can't tell what's baby and what's shit.
It was really mean, and not true.
You
But,
were fucking born into shit and you've staged shit.
Dying shit.
woof.
Oh my gosh.
I want my parents to have another kid.
Do you really?
Yeah, because like I wanna have a kid, but like I don't want to have a kid at the same time. So I'm like, if they have a kid, I'd be like, oh, it's so cute. So I was
Dude, if
like,
you're trying
Mom,
to
your
adopt,
baby.
if
And
you're
then
trying to adopt a kid, I'm totally down. Like, I'll try it out. We can send him back if we don't.
I don't
like
know.
him.
Oh, I was about you. Something like I don't want to leech. I want.
Talk about that movie Larry and Steve or whatever with Kevin Smith and Adam Sandler where they fucking did.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Short-
What?
Steve
I
and
now
Larry,
pronounce you
whatever?
Chuck and Larry.
Yes, thank you.
How did you pick that up?
I watch a lot of movies.
Right.
I'm a Kevin Smith fan. I didn't even understand what he was saying. Besides,
Do you think anyone else has ever said this phrase, I'm a Kevin Smith fan, in like...
oh yeah.
You watched Here Comes the Boom. You thought I would be his fan.
No, I watched
Grown Ups
Clerks.
1? You know what would go with Grown Ups 1? Another movie.
I watched
what?
Shaq
Clerks.
in it.
I
Honestly,
watched Clerks, and I was like, I like this guy.
Okay, Clerks.
He was in Clerks.
He directed Clerks.
Yeah, he was a doctor at Clerks, and it was funny.
I've never wanted a sequel more than
Clerks?
when Paul Blart Mall
Clerks,
ended
yes.
the first time.
Beep the meme creep.
Wait, who am I thinking of then? Clerks is
Kevin
Kevin.
James.
Kevin Smith.
Who's the guy that made is Kevin Smith? He's the comic book guy, right?
Yeah.
I was
Oh,
thinking
I kept
about.
saying
I was
Kevin
thinking
Smith, I
about
meant
the
Kevin
other
James.
Kevin.
Grown Ups 2?
Yeah.
Kevin James?
That's
How'd
what
you
I
bring
was
it to
talking
Kevin Smith?
Because he said Kevin Smith.
Yeah,
Kevin Smith!
I said Kevin Smith and Adam Sandler. I meant Kevin James.
That's why when you say Grown Ups 2, I got really confused.
Yeah, and
Dude,
actually,
it's-
now that I think about it, I'm like, am I even thinking of the right person?
Am I having a
Bob
stroke
did.
here?
Yeah,
Like-
am I the Twilight Zone?
I was really confused. Everybody's like,
I think we were all talking. I think everyone except Darren
Yo,
was talking
Kevin
about
James-
Kevin James.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we were all thinking. All right, everyone except Darren was talking about Kevin James. He was talking about actual Kevin.
Yeah.
James.
Yo, Kevin James made Clerks.
Yeah.
That's
Are you
impressive.
fucking
I
serious?
know.
I didn't know he was a director.
We all
made
just look like
Red State.
fools.
Dude.
Good
let's
job.
talk about the cinematic masterpiece, Dogma.
Dogma
movie's great.
Was awesome.
It's fucking
I
my.
don't know what Dogma is.
Dogma.
It's a
We'll have to-
it's the movie with the shit monster
The Shit Monster and Jay and Silent Bob.
Yeah.
and Matt Damon
Matt
and fucking
Damon.
Ben Affleck.
Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, they're in like every movie that he makes.
It was Jay was talking to the hot girl and she's like, hey, you wanna hook up? You know what I'm saying? You wanna do? And she's like, yeah, maybe if the fucking world
And then
ends.
the world
And
ends.
then the world starts to end, and they're like cowered behind a. This is not spoilers. He's like fucking 15 years old, and he's like unbuttoning his pants. She's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "You told me. Like meteors fall from the side. We're gonna get it on. So let's go." And I can't remember what she says, but
Yeah.
pretty good movie.
Dogma's
don't
really good. Red State is also a really good movie. It's a totally it's like a really different movie than he's ever made. It was supposed to be his last movie, but then he
Made
got his
another movie.
Red
Well,
State.
because that's when he was losing his passion, and then he got his passion back. So now he's making a whole bunch of.
He
other
lost a
movies.
shit ton of weight too.
Yeah,
Like
He's doing-
that picture of him and his George is the
Who
best
did?
picture ever.
Kevin.
Smith.
Okay, Kevin James.
You know the,
No, not James.
Yeah, Kevin Smith.
Stop!
Fuck, Kevin
You
Smith,
an-
Kevin Smith, Kevin
you
Smith.
fucking animal.
Kevin Smith equals Kevin James
Has
confirmed.
who's in Superbad with Michael Cera? Noah.
I don't know.
Motherfucking. The other guy in Superbad with Michael Cera.
I know who
The
you're
fat
talking
guy?
about.
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill, not
Oh.
Noah. Jonah Hill. Did Jonah
On
Hill
top
get
of
fat?
it,
Yeah, yeah.
He did not get fat again.
He didn't get fat again. He
No.
got really skinny.
Yeah, he did.
I remember for a while.
Just for a roll.
All right, so if we're talking about celebrities who were really fat but then got like really skinny, can we talk about
Celebrity
Josh?
gossip.
Can we talk about Josh Peck
Let's talk about Northwest.
Oh, he lost
from
weight?
Drake and Josh?
Yeah,
Josh Peck lost a lot of weight
Yeah, he
and
did.
now he's like really handsome.
Yeah, he did. That was pretty wild.
Off of those Vine views, you know.
We should probably do Listen to It or Else.
Yeah, I mean we can.
Wait, shut up.
All right, check us out. Listen to It or Else, a segment where we instruct our listeners to inspect songs that we suggest under the threat of coercion. Yes! Got it!
Hey, we
That's
did
it.
it!
Now
That's
Derek
it.
can finally sleep at night.
It's official. We did it. All right. Dom, do you got a song?
Yeah. So my song, it's a remix. It's Better by Phil Good, and it's the Jimmy remix.
Okay.
So like,
We'll link all these. So that's
okay,
fine.
cool. So it's a song. It goes do 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 do.
Oh,
do,
please,
do,
spare me.
do, do,
I don't
do,
wanna-
do, do.
I don't want to hear your awesome cover and then be disappointed when I hear the actual song. So, but why do you like it?
I like was just going through like some of my YouTube channels trying to make a playlist for someone, and like this one came on, and I just found myself hitting repeat and repeat
Cool.
and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, and I was like, "Fuck Derek" at the end.
You're like, yo, D, can I hijack the playlist right now to play some fucking sick saxophone jams?
Oh yes, dude!
That's
Happy
Dom
sax,
Ross.
dude.
Oh, yeah, happy sax.
Dude, we gotta be honest though. I was the best DJ.
You're a pretty good DJ.
Yeah.
You're an okay DJ.
Yes,
I think we took turns based on what the mood
We
was.
totally
Except-
did. And then every time it was Missy Elliott.
Well, what
And
happened?
then every time someone came out, Emily would actually say, yeah, I don't like this, and
What?
change it.
And then,
What would happen was I would get really drunk and not be able to DJ anymore, and then I'd just put on Ja Rule and just yell.
and then Pony would somehow come on.
Whole time.
I'm like,
Yeah,
let
all
me do
the-
my grind.
You were always about the grind.
Always
It's
about
so
the grind.
true.
People loved it. It was a good party favor.
I'm so confused about what the hell you guys are talking about.
I had a
'cause
party
was
favor
never
where every time Pony came on.
Yeah, pretty much.
I would like slowly, I'd like do handstand and then slowly lift myself down to that fucking like.
He would get his 15 minutes of fame.
Yeah,
Gaia.
basically.
Gaia.
You have a song
I
you'd like
peaked.
to suggest?
Well, actually, it's more of the whole album because the new NSP album dropped
Oh, it did?
the other day.
No shit.
Or, yeah, wait, what's today?
People
The
don't know what
date?
NSP is.
21st.
Today's the
25th. I think it dropped like the 17th.
Oh, no shit.
But yeah, I've really liked what they've released on their YouTube. I haven't heard all the songs yet in the album, but no, it's pretty great. So you want a dumb comedy band? There
Fuck
you
yeah.
go, brand new album.
Fuck yeah.
What Mom Jean song would like to put on today?
That's all we have tonight, folks. That's the game. It's the game under. I keep raving about that album because every time I listen to it, another song catches my... Because, like, I try to listen to it, the whole album when it comes
That's the
out.
best way to do it.
And I don't like all the songs when it comes out because I'm not familiar with them. And then I start to get more familiar with them. And I was like, now I'm up to, like, 5 or 6 songs that I'm
Don't
like,
you love
this
that,
is a
though?
must listen when I listen to this album.
Every album, I'll find 3 songs I like in the beginning, really like,
Yep.
and then after a while, there's another 3 songs I don't like the other.
And
first
it
3 songs.
changes?
Yeah, it's
Absolutely.
so cool. I love when that happens.
Go listen to all of Puppy Love by Mom and Jean's new album. That's not my suggestion, but
Yeah,
I've
we
been
get
raving
one
about it.
fucking suggestion, dude, not a whole album.
Oh my
Come
god.
on.
After-
Darren got an
after-
album, dog.
Yeah, but Darren
got an
Darren
album.
suggested a good album.
So my favorite, my favorite album. It's a book. It's called Mein Kampf. Give it a read.
It's an album of
Go to
collection of thoughts from a
audible.com.
great man.
An oppressed,
pretty good guy.
an oppressed artist.
Please give a legitimate suggestion.
Sunday Candy by Donnie Trumpet and the Social Experiment, which is really just Chance the Rapper, but it's really good.
Oh, Donnie Trump. Wait, Donnie Trumpet is Chance Rap?
Yeah,
No shit.
in the Social
Daniel-
Experiment. Yeah,
Dan-
that's.
Daniel
I never
Chance
really got
Trumpet.
that. It's come up on my Discover
Yeah,
Weekly.
yeah,
and,
that's Chance the Rapper.
Nothing. It didn't click for me.
Yeah, Sunday Candy, really good. That's all I have to say.
Cool. My recommendation is Michelob Ultra.
It is delicious.
Oh god, it's just so bad. I'm gonna tell people
Nectar
to
for the
listen.
gods. Go on.
I'm gonna tell Tyler to shut up, and then I'm gonna tell people to listen to "Falling" by Injury Reserve. It's really hard to put into words, but Injury Reserve has come on my Discover Weekly like a couple times now, and I've always kind of like listened to the song and be like, "That's pretty cool," and then I don't save it. But like this song came on, and it's super different, and I listened to it with my dad the other night, and he's like, that sounded like really creepy, unsettling circus music. And I was like, I don't know what that means, but I still kind of like it.
You're right.
Yeah, you might be right, though. But go check it out. It's really alternative, and it's kind of like if people did rap in the 60s, that's kind of what it's like. And I'll let you keep that open to interpretation. It's kind of, like I said, it's hard to describe. You should listen to it yourself. See what happens. See what fucking happens.
Do it.
Fucking do it.
Fucking do it.
I mean, I have to listen to these songs when I make the description, so.
You do.
Yeah.
That's good. That's a way of finding new music.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put on an awful
Sure.
song next time just for you.
I won't.
I'd like to suggest
I'll find
Friday
it.
by Rebecca
No, listen.
Black.
Listen to the Power Rangers. Listen to the
Go
Power
on.
Rangers theme song.
Yes, I will gladly listen to that.
This week I'd like to suggest the Nyan Cat 10-hour remix.
I'd like to recommend stepping on the beach for 10 hours.
I'm just gonna put on listen to Well Noises number 3 on this YouTube channel.
I'd like to suggest the Frozen remix by Chris O'Neill and Psychic Pebbles.
That may live in infamy. It's fucking stellar.
Alrighty.
Probably do it. Got an hour and 10 minutes, and
Really?
it's the last episode ever. So
Yep,
Yeah.
ripping us.
yeah,
Hopefully I make it the next week.
Yeah.
Just kidding.
see you never, folks. Thanks for coming, Dom.
Yeah, no
Could you
problem,
picture
dude,
it?
anytime.
Could you picture if I died like this weekend and then you only had these podcasts to listen to back to ever hear my voice again? Alright, have a nice night, guys.